Charleston's down here, but if I wanted to go directly there, then you can go via the 78, or what I'm going to try and do is go via the 278. Now what I don't know is whether those little highways are going to be any good for hitchhiking. Pretty steep grade, so as I'm walking here, like, my freaking ankles are twisted. Well, I wasn't really expecting it to rain. I think for right now, I'm gonna head over to that Plantation State Park, whatever it's called. Lest you forget, we're in the South. Radcliffe Plantation State Historic Site. It's a pretty big house. My shoes are absolutely drenched. Well, this is where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. And with 4% battery remaining, I'm happy to report I have made it to New Ellington. I actually managed to catch a ride here. That is like 2 days off this trip. My brother texted me, basically said that he's got today off and he wants to come get me now. So, you know, I think I made it through the hard part. So after a week like that, I was eager to get off the road and get clean. After getting clean and talking with my brother, I was starting to feel pretty human again. So we started to make plans to go out and see Charleston. We are in Charleston. Hello, Caleb. Hello. I got here, I guess 2 days ago, 2 nights ago. And yesterday I didn't really film much because I was just kind of chilling. But today we're out in the city and we're gonna take a walk along the coast, or along the, what did you call it, the shorefront? Waterfront. Yeah. Yeah. We're this way, I guess. Yeah. I gotta say the air is really pleasant out here. It's nice and warm. It's pretty humid. You can smell the sea, but not like, it doesn't smell like disgustingly fishy. Just kind of smells like the ocean.
It's like next to that cruise ship.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cruise ship. That's not a cruise ship. That's a cargo ship.
Okay, see which one you're talking about though?
But yeah, that's Fort Sumter.
Sumter.
Where the first shots of the Civil War were fired. Technically, the first shots were fired from Fort Moultrie, which is on the coast over there, but they're fired at Fort Sumter. But yeah, that's where the Civil War, the first shots of the Civil War.
It's a very, what do you call it? Like violent, almost, water fountain. It's not like one of those elegant water fountains where they have like a laminar flow and everything's like very clean and stuff. This one's like, bam.
Yeah. Yes.
Horsey.
Yeah.
Big old artillery here. And then you were saying these trees are like, they're like special or something. Got a cool woven, beweaved pattern to them.
Beweaved.
I mean, I guess This would have been, oh, there's a little plaque. 13-inch mortar. This mortar and its 3 mates were first used by the Federal troops for the bombardment of Fort Sumter in October 1863. They may well form the world's largest collection of this type of weapon. It's just huge. Here's the actual prices. This one's been dropped to $3 million. Yeah, that one's $1 million. That's actually a pretty good deal for these houses. $2 million, $3 million, $5 million, $1 million. That's what you can expect. We were just kind of talking about the like how this seems like a very old money city. I think this is kind of the high street of that old money city. I don't, you know, I'm not a fashionista or anything, but I would imagine these places are pretty expensive. Very, very high class around here. Almost like wood inlays. Super intricate. And in that little mall, we found a hat store, which was great because I had been thinking about getting a hat for quite a while. Found one that was absolutely perfect and bought it. Well, I have a hat now.
Goes.
Caleb. Well, I guess technically, like, I bought it. I bought it with Caleb's money because he's giving me some money. It was probably more expensive than I should be spending, but hey, it's a nice hat. It's a, you know. And I was really looking for a hat, and I was thinking I was probably going to have to compromise and get something not that great, but then we just stumbled on this hat store that had exactly what I wanted, and so now I have a hat, which is going to come in handy for a lot of things. It's good for blocking out the sun, it's good for panhandling, just go like, you know, some money, sir.
Hell yeah.
Maybe not panhandling, but at least like busking. Lets people know that you're a gentleman and not a bum. And yeah, so Charleston in general, like I said, good city. I would not want to live here. It seems very very high class, very uptight sort of area.
Definitely.
A lot of those shops were like,
yeah,
super duper you know, expensive stuff, and
yeah,
very high class fine art and nice furniture and stuff.
yeah, especially downtown Charleston. It's very bougie.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not like that everywhere, but that's kind of like, that's definitely the vibe of the city.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely some extremely poor areas in like North Charleston.
Yeah, I mean Charleston, it's definitely, it's one of those cities where, like, you know, it's on a little peninsula. There's not actually that much space in the city. Most people don't live in the city. They work in the city maybe, and don't live there. So yeah, the people that do live there are very rich.
Yeah, like 100 millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's, I mean, cool to visit. Cool to just kind of hang around and see what's up.
And definitely, it's a very beautiful city.
Yeah.
Very good experience to visit, but
yeah. I don't think we're done yet. I think there's still more to see, but probably done for today. In editing this video, I realized I never actually talked about the most important thing Caleb has done for me, which is he gave me a bunch of money. Caleb's in the Navy, and he got his bonus recently, I guess, and he said that he doesn't want to spend that on big cars or TVs or whatever. He'd rather spend some of that money helping me out, which I greatly appreciate. Most of that money, about, you know, $1,300 went to paying off debts that I had, which is amazing because that is the #1 stupidest thing that I did with this whole trip. And then I've got another like $500 on top of that to just get me through whatever. which is awesome. And he also went over and helped me get, I think most of the money came out of there, but he also went over and he bought me some camping supplies, all new stuff. I mean, this hat, this is all with the money that he gave me. So I'm super, super grateful to Caleb. So yeah, thank you so much to Caleb. Anyway, the next day, we decided to go out to the beach.
Yeah, let's go to this little marsh. It's kind of sad that it's like hazy today, because
it's not that bad.
it is, but like a lot of times it's like super clear and it looks even more beautiful. But
So today we are checking out Fort Moultrie. It's this fort that is over on one of the islands outside of Charleston, and we just went through the visitor center, and here's the fort. I find it kind of interesting how low the walls are, but I guess it's because like these forts aren't really built to like withstand a siege. They're more there to withstand like artillery, so they don't need to be super tall. Yeah, that's pretty sick. So it is mostly like earthworks. So here's the overview. And like you were saying, this is a small section of the original fort. I guess over here that's another part of it. There's the ocean, and there's Fort Sumter.
I got like authentic World War II documents over there too. Yeah, if you go to the
Cool electronics. A very intense looking Uncle Sam. Alright, so that was Fort Moultrie. Pretty interesting. Now we're gonna head over to the beach.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, they're basically just like freaking sea bugs,
Yeah, they're tiny.
but like, you know.
Oh, they're carrying something.
What
are they carrying?
I think that's just their freaking claw.
Well, no, because most of them, their claws are the same size, but... Oh, yeah, no, you're right. What the hell?
You get a little closer here.
Nice, those are good crabs.
They're huge, so they don't look like they're moving that fast, but they're actually like steaming.
Yeah, the fact that you can even tell them moving means they're moving. Right.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
Zooming.
The next couple days I didn't really record anything. We went out to more restaurants. We went to a park where we saw this snake. That was pretty cool, a little bit scary. And when I got ready to leave, some reason the same day there was a big old typhoon. And so couldn't leave that day. Ended up having to postpone it a couple more days, but that's okay because that gave us time to go tour the big battleship that was in Charleston. Alright, I think this is probably the last touristy thing we're going to be doing in Charleston, because I was actually supposed to leave yesterday, but then there's like a tropical storm that's coming in, so I decided to stay until that blows over. But this is USS, what is it called? Yorktown, USS Yorktown. And it's a decommissioned aircraft carrier that is now a museum. So we are going to be checking that out. Cool, so like the whole thing is basically a museum.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's obviously stuff over here. And
There's a couple of places you can't go because it's like too run down, but
right.
there's all sorts of like weird areas. This is the This is the aircraft here.
Right. Where should we start, you think?
Yeah, they do this on every Navy ship after dark.
Yeah, the red lights
Yeah.
preserve your night vision.
Yeah, because your eyes don't really adjust to something.
Nice. Sick. I love rooms with lots of knobs and buttons.
Yeah, dude.
Those font freaks. Oh, this is a cool room. Forecast actually said it's supposed to stay like in the 80s for the next temperature, because it's still like.
Oh, that's my rate.
Oh.
Yeah, electronics technician.
Oh, nice.
That's it. That's the insignia on my dress plates.
Sick. So that's you.
That's me.
And here's the flight deck.
Yes.
Good view of this bridge too. No, I mean, I don't know. Is it weird to be focusing on the bridge when there's like all this? Why do they have Japanese flags up there?
That's how many Japanese ships they sunk. And they have the same thing for how many for each air group, for how many.
I see. How many planes they shot down?
Yeah.
We got lucky that the rain has let up just enough to let us out here at the exact time that we got here. It was still raining pretty hard on the drive down here.
Yeah. You get a better view of Charleston here too.
Yeah, totally.
It's like a great view of
It's like
everything.
actually prime real estate here. And this is probably a more representative view of Charleston on your typical day than if we got here when it was really sunny out.
Yeah.
So this is real Charleston.
Indeed. I don't know what the staircase for it is.
The wind is starting to pick up a little, and the rain is starting to come down again. Bases and ships and stuff. There's me.
Yeah.
Good cook.
That food looks way better than anything that I've eaten.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm sure it's all actually just slop.
Yeah.
We want to make it to the engine room. That's where we're trying to get. I suppose.
That means Z means that if there's general quarters, like in emergency situations, everything that's Z, you close your lock shut.
I thought maybe that was where you go if there's a zombie invasion.
Yeah, the zombie door.
And we're going down into the hatch. You think this place is haunted?
Yes, absolutely.
I think so too. What if all the power shut off right now?
Aircraft catapult machinery. So this is how.
Oh yeah, that's how they launch the aircraft. You know, if the power does go out, I have my flashlight on me. So.
Dude, this really is like a haunted tour.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anything's scarier than like a derelict ship.
You're just in the belly of this big iron beast. So this tour should be the actual engine.
Builds to have their own place and everything, but then.
Control station controlling one of the 4 engines.
Multiple staircases. These are like giant boilers, I guess.
Yep, this is.
Yeah. Engine revolutions indicator, shaft revolution indicator.
Oh yeah, see that this is what's really similar.
All right.
First of all, this is exactly the same. That's what that comes from like the bridge.
Okay, yeah, that's how you get orders from the bridge.
Yeah, so like it's called the engine order telegraph, and they kind of like up on the bridge they ask how much power they want, and then the engine answers.
Full, 2/3, 1/3, and then this is like ahead and back, so they can, they can like. And this would have been, I mean, it's pretty hot down here, but it would have been like steaming hot. Yeah. This would have been a very unpleasant place to be. Fine.
That's how they the diesel burns, creates, or makes water hot, which turns into steam, and then the steam goes into here and it spins a thing, and that's what creates electricity.
Right.
It spins.
Yeah, which is like pretty much how we do it
That's like how all engines,
with like all power
like
generation.
any kind of power generator, like even nuclear reactors. It's just a
Yeah.
nuclear reactor that it gets hot and then
Yeah.
that creates steam.
Yeah, that's like, a lot of people don't realize that that's how nuclear reactors work, is that the nuclear reactor just generates heat, and then the way that that heat is transferred into power is through steam, because that's like just how it's done. That's the best way to convert heat into power.
Spin this. Spin. Shut. What am I shutting?
This is a stern, and then that is a
Now hear this. Now hear this. The flight deck is now closed due to lightning. Repeating. The flight deck is now closed due to lightning in the area. That is all.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. these are throttles.
Okay, so
like if you're trying to go ahead, actually this is literally like, you get the order and then they want you to go faster, so then you're like, open the throttles.
right,
I'm not doing it right. You're supposed to.
right, continuous turning.
Yeah.
My freaking knees are a little bit like, it's kind of a workout. So I guess this is like the actual, like, I know this isn't like the kind of ship where you would shovel coal into it, but it's like, this is where the fuel goes in, I guess.
I know there's like a window somewhere where you look at the quality of the exhaust.
There. Okay, so then I guess that's that. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured this might happen. We thought on the way down here it might be raining like this by the time we got here, but then we got inside fine, but now it's really coming down. So it looks like on the radar there will be a little break in a little bit and we'll make a run for it, but it's not going to go out there right now. Well, the rain stopped, but the deck is still draining, so there's still all this water coming off of it. That up there is kind of like splooshing onto the exit. But yeah, that's the USS big ship. What was it called? Yorktown. The USS Yorktown. So finally, my time in Charleston was done. Caleb went and dropped me off south of Savannah, Georgia, and I got ready to start hitchhiking again. Alright, well, Caleb dropped me off last night, and I am now in Savannah, Georgia, or just south of Savannah. The truck stop is like way out in this direction here. Kind of pretty good spot to camp. Everything's wet, but I think that's going to be a common theme for the next few weeks. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this video. In the next one, I'm going to be trying to get down to Florida and trying to get back up. We'll see how long that takes. It could take forever. Everything I've been seeing online from the sort of hitchhiking and vagabonding communities that I've seen has been saying that Florida sucks to be in. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, that's going to be the end of this video. See you later.